This is Monroe, Michigan. Monroe, Michigan. I lived most of my life in the state of Michigan. I never knew this was here until I was reading the Toledo Blade. People want to pull down the statue that you see in the very, very, very far back Monroe Street. That's the statue of Union General George Armstrong Custer. He was famous for his Lost and Little Bighorn battle in Montana against Native Americans, but he was the youngest general at the time in Union history. They're here just like me, just exploring. They're here just like me, just exploring. You never know what's in your backyard. You never know what's in your backyard. I never knew this park was here. This is downtown Monroe, Michigan. Look at this. The water's only to his knees. He probably can walk all the way across the way he came. The water's only to his knees. This is downtown Monroe, Michigan. I spent most of my life in Michigan. I never knew George Custom had a statue here in downtown Monroe, Michigan. I passed a Custom High School or junior high school, but I know it's a school I passed coming down here to downtown Monroe. And in my life, I've never been downtown Monroe before, and this is not bad. This is beautiful. I'm gonna keep the camera on those two young men because they're doing what I'm doing. They're enjoying this 90-degree heat wave, no complaints, and they are exploring what's in our own backyard. We need to get out more to see what's in our own backyard. And waiting for the Toledo Blades and the protesters, and they're gonna take down Custom statue here in Monroe, Michigan, beautiful state of Michigan. I would have never knew this park existed. I never knew George Custom had a statue. I know he was famous for his battles with Native Americans in the Civil War area. I know he was famous for his loss at Little Bighorn in Montana, where he was found dead. He had a gunshot wound near his heart and his forehead. But they say either shots was deadly enough to kill him, but he was found with all his men after their loss to the Native Americans in Little Bighorn, Montana. He lost the war and he was found dead with all his soldiers. Was it suicide? He saw he lost the war and didn't want to face his commanders, didn't want to face the United States, and he committed suicide because they said the gunshot wounds that General Custom had, one in his temple, the left side, and one in his heart, but not the record in his heart, should not have killed him. They should have only wounded him. I think he committed suicide. He was married just one time. I think he was married like 1861, I'm guessing right now. He was married for like 4 to 7 years. I'm just saying that right at the tip of my tongue, what I know about history and custom. Yes, I was right. Those two young men can walk all the way across. And the water didn't go above their knees. They have long pants on, so they're not gonna walk across the water. They're taking the boardwalk. One says a boardwalk, it was a catwalk bridge. This is beautiful though. Nice breeze though. I'm standing with a tree. I remember water like this growing up. We used to go to the river front to look for tadpoles, because tadpoles turn to frogs. That's why I thought the young man picked up in a white t-shirt when he threw it in the woods, and probably just a stick. This is nice. I can give me an RV and live here. What's in your backyard? What haven't you explored yet in your backyard? What do you know about your public parks? What's in your own backyard? This water's not deep. This is nice. They're good to explore. 2020, all the turmoil in the United States, all the events that's happening. It's very peaceful out here. Some ignorant people say, I don't like American history. Let's tear down the statue of Custer. Let's change the name of the Washington Redskins. Let's change the name of the Cleveland Indians. Because Native Americans do not like the name Redskins. It's a poke at the Redskins of Native people. When Washington been the Redskins forever. Cleveland's been the tribes, the Indians forever. What they gonna do? Change the name of the Detroit Lions because it's a slapping the wildlife face, making fun of an animal. They put to be vicious and raw. And have some goofy zoologists kissing the lions, and they're very cuddly, and they're just like cats, which is stereotyped by making them say lions are vicious man-eaters, but they're not. And the United States don't realize the more they tear down statues and Confederate flags that's not bothering anyone, the more American history is being erased. And the more American history has been erased, the weaker this country becomes. And this country is already weak. This country is already very weak. This is Monroe, Michigan. Southeast Michigan. No, it's not a millionaire city. It's not a mansion. Not a city you want to take your vacation to. But it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. And guess what? On this semi-videoplex, Monroe, Michigan, George Armstrong Custer, you're the star. Because you just entered the videoplex zone. We're gonna stay live. We must stay underneath this shade tree though. I won't budge underneath this shade tree. Keep the camera rolling because I know as soon as I turn the camera off, something gonna happen. like the Monroe swamp man, the thing of Monroe, Monroe swamp creature. It might be right there. It might be right there. It's coming out of the mud. You see it? It's coming out the mud. Gonna be a lizard man, the thing, the swamp man, the Monroe beast, a lizard man. It's right there. I can see it. I can see the bubbles he's breathing. I can see it. I can see his scale-like head. I can see it. I can see the swamp man of Monroe. It's a creature that's supposed to be no longer existing. Over 1,000,000 years ago, this type of creature walked the earth. But we all thought this creature was extinct. Little did we know it was living in our swamps. The swamp man of Monroe. Just imagine if I drink beer, which I don't. Don't think I drank alcohol in like 4, maybe 5 years. But just imagine I did drink alcohol. It would sure feel good having a nice cold Bass Blue, Canada Bass, underneath this shade tree. Weird thing is, when I left Michigan, and I said I'll never live in this state again. Weird thing is, tadpoles. I see tadpoles. I see tadpoles right there. It's a lot of little tadpoles. They look like little slime, but those little tadpoles one day will turn into frogs. We used to catch those growing up, the riverfront. We keep those tadpoles so long, they turn into frogs. Then we let them go. So they do still have tadpoles. Good morning. How are you today? really something in there. It's really something. Swamp Man in Monroe.